Sunday the 22nd of June is Gala Day. At the Hilltop Recreation Ground, preparations are being made for the gala, which will be opened at 2:30 p.m. by Brian Baines, a TV announcer. A great deal of work is done by volunteers who spend the morning putting up tents, marking out rings, helping individual clubs to put up their stalls. Meanwhile, the floats and bands, etc., are being assembled outside the Sacred Heart Church, ready for the procession through Thornton Village to the recreation ground at Hilltop. The finishing touches are now being done on the stalls, while the prize giving for the best float is going on at the other end of the village. The procession will be led by one of the leading youth bands in the country, the famous Bell Raven Boy Scouts Band. The stalls are just about ready for the crowds to turn up. Bringing up the rear of the procession, dancing their way through the village, are the Sowerby Bridge Morris men. As the crowds gather at Hilltop, the procession is making its way on Bronte Old Road. At last, the procession has reached its destination, coming along through the crowds to the center of the field, ready for the judging of the fancy dress competition.
Into the ring, please. Children talk of cats and kings, scratching the summer when I was young. Christmas windows all aglow, street lamps shining in the snow, snowmen standing in the street, children all have cold feet. Christmas magic in the snow when I was young. Life was young, lost in blood, life was full of fun. And as the years go rushing by, I think of the time I was young. Building castles in the sun, listening to the seaside band, seagulls flying in the air, children running to the fair. Candy floss was on that day when I was young.
Fantastic 4,500 feet a minute. That's about 1.5 times the rate of climb of a Spitfire Mark 24.
One of the biggest attractions is the aerobatic display by Mr. Richard Good, a member of the 1978-79 British aerobatic team, and who was the runner-up in the Open British Championship in 1979. He is currently training for the 1980 World Championships, to be held in the USA later this year. Richard is flying his Super Pit Special with 250 brake horsepower engine at a maximum speed of 200 miles an hour, which climbs at a rate of 4,500 feet per minute. After such a spectacular event, we now come down to earth with a bump. Yes, literally with a bump. It's the tug of war. Probably the most aggressive part in the day's proceedings is a demonstration of karate by the Crofts Karate Club. The Morris dancers are next in the ring with a dazzling display of dancing. As the day goes on, the numerous stalls are doing a roaring trade.
Turn this way, yo. Hold on.
To complete the day, the Bell Raven Scouts Band show their talents with a display of marching, backed by the drummers and trumpeters of one of the leading youth bands in the country. On Monday the 23rd of June, a talent competition was held at Royd Mount School. The judges were Maureen Kempster and Frank Breen.
Very talented youngsters, and there's no doubt about it that if this is the sort of talent that you have in Thornton, then all the societies that can draw from this talent have a fairly rosy future ahead of them. Very, very good diction and quite a good change of characters, which is a good sign, isn't it? She went a little bit off key, I'm told by my musical colleague on one or two occasions, but like most of these youngsters, she pulled herself back, so that's quite good in itself, isn't it? To the entry 10, which is Adele Felming and Dawn Warden, guitar and singing, at 23 points. It was Victoria Robertshaw. There again a recorder performance, nicely played. We liked her choice of number as well. The presentation was good, and it was very enjoyable indeed, and we offer Victoria 22 points. Adam Durant, very enjoyable this one. Very nicely put over. Diction, very, very good. The choice was good. Everything about it, the speech. But if your memories served you right, we've got a joint total for two people there. So we are splitting the prize here between Ruth Lennon and Nicola Varro. We enjoyed that very, very much indeed, and we enjoyed the choice, and I spent a whole day 12 months ago auditioning people for this show from a leading amateur group, so I know the number very, very well because I heard it hundreds of times, and I enjoyed the show as well, and I thought she put it over very, very well indeed. For a 14-year-old, the performance was extremely good. We thought the choice was good, and we enjoyed the technique, and the presentation was par excellence, and in each case we voted maximum points of 10, so that gives us a total of 30.
The 28th of June was sports final day, starting with the final of the junior five-a-side football. Next was a display of acrobatics by Royd Mount School. Back to football, to the senior five-a-side.
Come on, money! Money!
There were, of course, numerous stalls around the playing area where people could spend a little time enjoying a kick at a football, a throw at the tin cans in Tin Can Alley, not forgetting the welly throwing competition. big attraction of the day was the ladies' rounders final, with the ladies from the Rock and Heifer against the ladies from the Wellington. After all the events had taken place, the prizes were presented.
It was just been going on. The winners were Downs Beatty. The captain of the Rocks now,
To finish off a lovely day, another tug-of-war challenge match. This time the Black Horse coming out on top once again. The bowling match held at Thornton Bowling Green was between 8 teams, 3 to a team, and these had to consist of at least one lady. The winning team was from the Sun Inn at Hilltop. Well, our festival week is drawing to a close with the presentation of prizes for the car rally and the quiz. It's been a week full of fun, surprises, and a little something for everyone. The committee have worked very hard indeed to get things organised. All the clubs, pubs, schools, and especially you, the people of Thornton, have made this festival a memorable occasion. It's wonderful to have such a lovely record of the festival, which has been skillfully made by the Branwell House Film Group. And I, Richmal Chadwick, as a member of the village of Thornton, have been delighted to do the commentary.
A car care kit. Actually, it was given to us by Replacement Services. But there's all sorts here, poultry cleaner, rags, etc., etc. I don't know how you got hold of it. Yeah. Cheers. And the third, Mr. Shaw. Another small plug, Autoglass, the best windscreen fitting firm in England. Vinyl roof reviver, windscreen polish, and windscreen washer additive. That's it. Cheers.
Right. Now before I present the cup this evening, I would just like to thank Joan and Harry Reader for setting the quiz again, and also with reading and scoring this evening. So would you like to put your hands together? Well, as I see from the cup, we have another new name to go on, so Thornton must be full of brains. So I'd like to present the Cricket Club with the 1980 Festival Quiz Trophy.
Well, thank you very much. A very close contest. Jeff told me the questions had gone the other way. There needs to happen in the crowd. Quite willing to believe on that. So I'd just like to say that we really enjoyed playing this evening. And I'd like to endorse the comments that Harry and Mike have not just presented questions tonight, but the general organisation of both leagues and how people play. That's what's more and more difficult. And you know, I've certainly like playing with that. And and everybody else is completed. You're complete. You didn't do a winner, did you?